everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. Here's Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. We left off, we were down here at Gilliman Brandybuck, down at his camp inside of the old forest. We still had two missions to run on him. We had to do the discover the source of the forest unrest, where we had to find the strange tree or wild ant or whatever it is that's down here and causing so much issues. And the other part of it was the matron in the hollow, where we have the matron of the spiders. Now both of those are down here, should be past where we were killing the spiders at. Down past, what was it, the willow glade, I believe it was. But we shall see as we get closer down here to it. Now we're going to get past all this spidery area, and we should be able to go up this way. I think this was the correct direction. So let's put on our speed, and let's put on our cloak. And let's see if we can't get on past all these spiders and back down to where we were. Alright, like I said, I believe it's down in the southeast corner, the furthest southeast corner of the old forest here. And it should be in an area just covered in spider webs and things. So once I get back down in that area, I will rejoin you, rather than even make you watch the sneaking around that we're going to be doing here. You'll notice we got Leafwalker trait just now. That comes from having used our sneak ability enough. It's a class trait. We need to get to a bard and slot it, and then our sneak speed, our movement speed, while we are cloaked like this, increases. Plus we have a better chance of getting critical hits out of sneak. Alright, we have reached the willow glade. We're back here where we were. Right over there is one of the antwife flowers. There's the little camp where we found his pack, from where he was running, Gilliman's pack, where he was running away from the spiders. And I believe down in this corner, where you see the cocoons and the webs, I believe it's down that way where we're going to find the darkest corner of the old forest here, where the spider matron lives, and the evil wandering tree that has caused much of the spread of the evil and despair here in the old forest. There's another cocoon over here to the left. Let's take a look inside it and see what we have. Oh, it's like little ready-made treasure chests here. Alright, very nice. See how our inventory is looking. Oh yeah, plenty of room, plenty of room. Alright, let's cloak back up, and we're going to continue heading down in this direction here. See if we can't get through this area. Like I said, find lots and lots of webs in this area. Quite a number of cocoons as well. Some of them aren't able to open. They're just there for effect. Now I believe we have to go on through this part and to the right there. See if we can get through, maybe around the back of this tree. I'd like to avoid most of the fights if we can. Save it up for the meaty stuff down here in the quest area. We can always grab this other stuff as we come along later. Now we're getting down where we need to be. Still plenty of webs? Yes, still plenty of webs. Now the question is, do we go down or do we go up that way? Let's try the downward path. I know, yeah, there we go. The Weaver's Den. We've now found all the pieces of the old forest. While we're at it, let's get right over here. And we've earned the trait of wisdom and earned 5 turbine points. Let's see what the Weaver's Den was all about. Tucked away in a dark corner of the old forest, this is the lair of an evil brood of monstrous spiders. And indeed they are. Okay. Surprised we managed that fight without getting poisoned. Let's continue on down in here, deep into the depths of the Weaver's Den, and see if we can find exactly where the heart of the evil is. Perhaps it's past here. I see more cocoons ahead of us. Not entirely sure. While we got it up, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the map, so take a good look at it here, and you'll see the location of where the Weaver's Den is. Alright, now back into the game. Let's take out the spinner, and we'll take out another cocoon here. Our special ability seems to fire off pretty rapidly on these spiders. Just noticing that outside, if you remember when we were fighting in the, what was it, the Andrath, fighting the Knickerbreakers down there. For some reason the critical hit ability down here seems to go off pretty frequently against these insect type opponents. Fortunate, logging back in, that it is still daylight. I don't know exactly what time of day it is. I hadn't looked up. Let's see. It's afternoon, so we've still got a little while before the darkness begins settling in. Should be plenty of time for us to get this particular adventure taken care of. It just keeps on winding. Like I said, even after you find the Weaver's Den, I think you have to go to the far, far southeast corner, down as close to the Barrow Downs as the old forest goes. And as you see, if you don't have the ability to hide yourself, you can be in a bit of a thick spot here. And if you do have the ability to hide yourself, you can be in a bit of a thick spot. Let's heal up right quick. Come on. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, that's a big one, isn't it? That's a named one. What is that? Etor Calcic. 18th level. Wow. Alright. And we can actually revive, though. I had no idea what the devil that thing was. Didn't know I had a named one here. Let's go ahead and revive. And go in. We'll also go invisible here. Alright, let's see if we can't heal up right quick while we're over here in this corner. Wow. That was not Labrinil. I don't remember running into that one before. I'm sure it's quite possible I have, but I did not have any memory of it. Let's go ahead and loot these spider bodies. I killed them. I might as well get the treasure off of them. Like I said, with their revive ability, I believe that's the first time y'all have actually got to see me use it. See the dread from dying. What are we? A minor setback. So it's only one dread and it lasts the 10 minutes. it's gone about as far as it's going to go. I don't think I have any candles or anything on me, do I? I can get rid of the dread? Yes, scented candles. So let's go ahead and pop one of those. Ah, refreshing. It's like using a Glade Airwick. And suddenly we feel better and all the dread has gone away. Much like the commercials for Massengill, suddenly everything is good again. Alright, let's continue down this way and see if we can avoid that big bad named critter. Or at least let's see if we can avoid running into him and a couple of other things at the same time. Kind of rough taking on that one, the named baddie and a few of its minions. So I was gonna say, you can see how there he is up there too. Man, he's a big one. As I was saying before I ran into him, you can imagine how tough it can be to get through this area without having a cloak. You've either got to be like my guardian did when he came through here, a bad mamma jamma who can tank a lot of damage, or you got to be someone that can do a lot of DP. See, we're already dropping the forest spinners on us again. They can sense us, they come after us, they drop down, but they don't quite get there, do they? Is that the one we need? There's the haunted barrow oak that we're trying to get to. The old oak's grove. Alright, that's the one we're going to be taking out here. Let's zoom on in so we can see what's going on. We're not quite caught up underneath all this stuff. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pop this cocoon here. We'll cloak back up. I'll get over there on the far side of the old twisted oak. Let's take out that web weaver there. And then I'm going to pull the tree. Yeah, I swear in the old days that tree used to wander around. Once again, I could be wrong, but... And we did get a critical on the... Alright. What level is the tree? The tree is 16th level. Should not be too big an issue. We'll have the old twisted dead roots around it though. Alright, the haunted barren oak. Let's see if we can't surprise it. The tree says death. The iron crown brings death to ye all. The Witch King's malice shall spite thee. Boy, he's a very talkative old tree, isn't he? Let's get that twisted dead root there that's attacking us. Whew, that was a close one. Those twisted dead roots, if you get too close, if you draw the attention of one of those, it puts a little whooping on you along with that tree. Alright, you see where we are? I'm going to once again pull up the map for y'all's benefit. And you can see exactly where we're located as far as getting the barren oak. Okay. Now, it comes a question of finding Labrenil, and let's see where she's going to be. The spider nest lies near the willow glade to the south of Gilliman's old camp. Alright, and surprisingly enough, that big bad name spider was not the matron that we're after. So let's take a moment to heal up here, and then we shall go look for the matron. Alright, we've healed up. I've got a sip of coffee, and we're going to go see if we can't find where the matron is. I'll hug this wall over here. Try to avoid walking through the middle of 3 or 4 of the suckers. See if I can't. The Weaver's Den. Alright. Now this is where I'm thinking that it should be. Can't go up any higher that way, can I? Wonder if that's just the barrows up there. Yeah, this is definitely the Weaver's Den down here, so let's see if we can't find the matron. Looking for a spider named Lebronil. And hopefully not the big boy anymore. There's the monster. There's Lebronil, okay. So Lebronil is also a big old baddie, just like the other one was. Alright. Where's she at? She's on around that way. She's a 16th. The other big baddie was an 18th. I think we're gonna hate when those web spinners come down. You know what we're gonna do? Let's see. Do we have some food? 35 combat regen. 23. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and eat a meal here. Oh, cool. Didn't know I was able to eat food and not pop out of cloak there. Not good. Alright. As long as I don't have the named one come up, should be able to take these two without any trouble. Especially with the healing going on. Sometimes, especially at this distance, these bodies can be a little bit hard to click on. Ooh, just in time. Here comes that big black named one. Almost like a wolf spider. Wow. Alright, the other one, the female one, is white. Or a light bluish in color. Unfortunately, having those two guys jump us has caused me to lose my contact on her. So let's wander around a little bit targeting and see if we can pull her up again. There she is. She's right up yonder past all those webs. was her. Wasn't that tree spinner there, was it? There we go, Lebrunel. I thought I saw her. Wow, she's a big, ugly one. Got a tree spinner on the back of me. Alright, let's take her out first, then we can also get the, then we can come and get the also-ran. Yeah, she's not as tough as the other one was, I don't think. Alright, let's turn around and get this one. 2 of them, that is. Heal up again. Whew. Those are a couple of tough fights there. Said before, as a bandit, as a burglar, you can do a lot of things, but you still have to remember that you are kind of squishy. Alright. So I'm going to pull up the map again, let you take a look. You see where we killed her? You see how she wanders around a bit? So now, let's see if we can't get back to the Withywindle and get out of this dreadful place. I'm assuming if we continue on this direction and we don't run into that big reddish wolf spider, which, just how much do you want to bet that Gilliman is going to send us off in that direction to see if we can take care of him this time? Wow, not too far from the Willow Glade whatsoever. So it's good to know she wanders pretty close to this area. Or bad to know that she wanders pretty close to this area if you're thinking about coming down here with your little hobbit girl and taking a picnic. Alright. Should be an easy run back up this way to the north and then just a little bit over. And we'll be back at Gilliman's, and I will see you there. And indeed, just like I said, a short run back to the north here, and we've reached the Withywindle. That should be Gilliman right over there on the other side at his little encampment, and we will turn in these 2 quests and see what he has to see. And hopefully he is not going to send us back after that big spider. Alright, Gilliman. Let's do the Haunted Forest. My word, this is worse than I thought. I've seen the trees move, but never a tree that talks. I don't know anything about witches, but they say those Barrow Downs beyond the old forest are haunted. Perhaps ghosts haunt the wood now, too. I'd heard rumor that there are, or were, great ones even among trees, wicked and bent, who rule the old forest like kings. If it's one of these that haunted that old oak, it's no wonder the forest was disturbed. Maybe now that you've put the spirit to rest, the trees will go back to sleep and the animals will calm. Well done, I say. You should go speak with Tolly and tell him the good news. Good, so it looks like that is going to help us end the little string of forest quests there. Good riddance. We are better off without that queen creeping about. The trouble with spiders that make their way into the canopies and hollows is that you never know when you have grown too big to deal with properly. Thank you for all you've done. Alright, we're going to get lesser milk thistle salves, which will heal poison effects. Could have used those a little while ago. Alright, so we need to get out of here, go back up to talk to Tolly Brockhouse. I believe Tolly is the gentleman that should be right outside the old forest at the Haygate. And as he was the one that sent us in here all those days ago looking for mushrooms and wood and maple sap. So we're going to make our way back out of the forest, maybe kill a few bats and bears along the way. And we will join up with you when we get back over there to where the exit back into Buckland is. Okay, here we are at the base of Bald Hill. Remember it? I'll pull it up on the map here right quick. I'll remember where that is. We've been hunting the entire area from Bald Hill back to all the way to the Bonfire Glade and down south of the Bonfire Glade. We're fixing to get our last forest hunter here, and that's going to finish off the 12 wolves in the Old Forest, the Western Old Forest. There we go. And while we've been doing that, we've also been killing the bats and the bears in this area, all around this area as well. All the bark shredders are good ones. So any of the bark shredders, the cubs, the mothers, the matrons, any of those, all count toward taking out the requirements of killing in the Western Old Forest. So I'm going to continue that. I'm going to circle around the base of Bald Hill, because I know there's a bunch of, well, I don't need the wolves, but I know there's a bunch of wolves and bears and bats, oh my, and a few roots stuck around in this area as well. Alright, there's a gloom wing, so we'll take that one out. Two bats over here, two gloom wings. See it trying to stun me there. They've stunned me a couple of times. They've had a little better luck at stunning me than they usually do here. So, we're going to continue killing. And when we finish off these quests, we'll have those ready to go as well. Alright, you'll see these weird little light patches along the path here. There used to be torches here. Said there used to be torches on posts that I guess the halflings put down as they moved along, but it looks like they've gotten rid of the torches, but they were unable to get rid of the the light pools that they left behind whenever it got dark. As you see, nighttime is falling here in the Old Forest. We're getting the last of the gloom wings. There's the last of the bats. We're on the path that leads between the Bald Hill and the Bonfire Glade, traveling down that way. And that's where this path used to go. Strange that they take the torches out. See, here was a place where another one of the torches used to be. I'm not really sure why they would have removed them. That's just most peculiar. But we're going to make it back to the Bonfire Glade, and then I'm headed south of the Bonfire Glade, back down to where the bark shredders are. And down this way is where we'll finish off the bears. We need to find 3 more of those, and then we can head back out of the Old Forest. Okay, I think there are 2 cubs over here. We can take them out. We'll finish off our requirements. Another dwarf running around here behind us who's out killing bats. Scared me when I was first coming down this path, because I saw them ahead of me jumping around. Couldn't see their name over them right yet, and it's like, okay, I don't remember that being a creature in the Old Forest here. Some kind of a weird sprite-like thing jumping around. No, it's just another player. There he is back over yonder. He's on a mission hunting bats. I don't know if he's on a different mission or if he's just looking for bat wings, or whether or not... Okay, he's hunting those bears over there too, so it looks like maybe he's on the same mission. It was just strange to see him jumping around and running about. Loot the corpse without knowing what exactly he was, since I couldn't see a name tag over him. Alright, so we're going to get out of this area, head back up. Let's turn our light back on. It's kind of dark here in the Old Forest, especially at nighttime. As you see, the sun has already set. It took us a little while to hunt down all the stuff, but as you see, a nice little handful of quests to turn in. We head back through the Bonfire Glade. I'm going to pull up the map. course, y'all can see where it is on the map there. Alright, and then we're going to turn left and head back out toward the hay gate. Let's find Toly. Let him know that we have found the cause of the trouble in the old forest and why everything has been so up in arms over here. And then we can talk to the other three who should be right outside. Over to the left of him, I believe, is where the other three who had the quest for the bats and bears and wolves are. Alright, here's Toly.
Is there something I can do for you?
I have always thought that old Gilly was touched when he talked about the trees moving of their own accord, but now you tell me the same thing. Worse, that one talked. We should keep this to ourselves so as to not sow fear among the quieter folk here in Buckland. If you have dealt with the threat, then all should be well, and I would do my best to keep a look over my shoulder for any trees closing in upon me as I make my rounds in the old forest. We are ever in your debt for stopping this threat from becoming too great a risk. Thank you, Gnarlo. Alright, let's see what we're going to get. Watcher's Mace. That's not too bad. Agility and all, that's a possibility. Brandybuck's leggings. Oh, that's good. Nice armor boost there. Brandybuck shoes. I'll stick with the ones I've got. There's a cudgel. And Estelos. +5 vitality, which we already got some. I like the leggings. Nice boost to armor and more will than the one that I've got. So let's take those. Alright, so we finished up Toly's quest line. And let's go over here and talk to the three amigos and see what they have to say. Brindragar. I've killed the wolves. I look forward to not hearing howls in the night. Thank you, Gnarlo. Hodrick was afraid of the bats.
Oh, it's been a foul day, it has.
Well done. Here's your fee. And you don't have to worry about your picnic baskets and the bears. Looks like you've been busy in those woods. Well, a promise is a promise, and you've earned this well. Alright. Uh-oh. Hodrick has another one? Didn't see that one. If you send me after a big red father spider deep in the bottom of the forest, I'm going to hurt you. Oh yeah, here we go. Giant spiders are a menace to everyone, but there have until recently been only a few in the old forest. Now their webs can be found in many places, and we are worried that they may soon spread to endanger everyone. There is a tunnel through the high hay east of here. So he wants us to defeat spiders in the western and southern old forest. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and take it. It's not the ones that are down there in that scary spot, though. It's all the ones up here around the area of Bald Hill and all. The same places we were looking for the bats and the bears and everything. But of course, they can't possibly give it to you while you're also defeating the bats and the bears and everything else. So, that's where we'll pick up next time. We'll get another episode. I know I missed one last week. I had some personal life problems that had to be dealt with, so we will try and get another episode up later tonight or early tomorrow morning. And the spring festival is going on, so I want to make sure that I get an episode up about that too. So expect to see another 1 or 2 episodes in the next 12 to 20 hours. And otherwise, we hope y'all have had a good one. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.